Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be dyeing my hair, and hopefully it turns out better than the last time I attempted this. So I went ahead and I got a new dye from a new brand that you guys suggested. This is HUE Gloss Plus. So it sounds similar to the glaze color we tried last time. I got it in the shade medium blonde. This color looks way better than the other one. Definitely more darker and way more cool toned. It's not as caramely, it doesn't look as yellow. So I'm hoping that this one will look a lot better than the last one. If not, we'll have another disaster and I'll just remove the color again. So this one should be darker and more of a cool toned. So this is a brand you guys were curious about, you guys wanted me to try. So this is a glossing treatment and color all in one. Again, they only offer natural shades, but they do have a wide selection of natural colors. These retail, are you ready? Are you ready for this? For $38. So you see why I can't buy every single shade for you guys. Some of these more natural glossing treatments are just so freaking expensive. I can absolutely not afford to buy every single shade, especially when they're all natural colors and they offer a lot of natural shades. So I chose one that I thought would work well on my current hair situation. So yeah, $38 for 6.5 fluid ounces. The glaze one was way cheaper than this one, so hopefully this is good and I'm not disappointed. They also have just a clear one with no color in it. So like I said with the glaze product, I wasn't a fan of the color. I'm sure their other colors were better, but the glazing and the way it made my hair feel so glossy and shiny and soft, I loved that aspect. So I would definitely get the glaze just in the clear gloss. So if we don't like the color of this or you don't want to dye your hair, they do have a glossing, just clear treatment. So let's see if this one works better than the glaze one. Okay, this one definitely looks more ashy, so I'm feeling positive already. I'll put a color chart on screen of what it says it's gonna look like for you guys. So this says, enhance your color, shine, and softness in one easy to apply treatment. Available in 13 pigmented shades and 1 sheer hue, each application of Gloss Plus temporarily boosts color as it deposits pigments, illuminates shine, and infuses strands with deep moisture. No mixing, no mess, and no harsh peroxide or ammonia, just soft, shiny, multi-dimensional hair color. Lasts up to 8 washes. So the glaze one said it lasts up to 10 washes, this one says 8 washes. And this one says it is not formulated to permanently cover gray. So it says on clean, damp hair, leave on for 3 to 20 minutes. So there is a wide range there. I'll probably do like 10 to 15 minutes. Rinse thoroughly, use as needed whenever you want to add shine and softness or to dilute other color gloss shades. Let's go ahead and get my hair damp and start applying this. I am a little nervous just because it is a darker shade than what I did last time. I am going to be leaving these front 2 pieces out today just because now they're an even base. I think it would look better if I leave these 2 out, especially now that I'm doing a darker blonde color. Definitely think it would look better if I leave the money pieces out. So I'm gonna like roughly section, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just gonna roughly section this area out. Then we're gonna get all of this damp. Here's a good before. I think that this color is going to go better with my natural shade. I feel like it's gonna blend in a lot better than the other one. The other one was more of a light blonde. This one is a medium blonde. So it should be a little bit darker than the last one. And I'm just hoping the undertones are drastically different. Like I don't want the undertones to be even closely similar in this dye. I am gonna wear gloves today because, well, I don't know how dark this is gonna be. So I'm gonna wear gloves just as a precaution to hopefully not dye my hands. And it comes with a pump top, which I absolutely love. The pump top is gonna be way easier than the other one. Now the other one did include a free pump top, but it would not work. I could not get it to pop up so I could start pumping the product, so I had to squeeze it out and it was just slippery and it was a mess and I got color all over the bottle. It was just hot mess express. That whole day was pretty tragic. So let's pop this up and see if it'll pop up for me. Sometimes these pop-up tops are just hit or miss. Is it already popped up? Oh, it's already popped up. Okay, great. Let me show you what it looks like. It almost looks like a mauve-y rose color. You guys see that? Looks kind of mauve-y rose. Let's go in. Not gonna waste any time here. And again, because my roots have grown out so much, I really only have to apply this to the ends. Doesn't look like it's doing much. Let's add some more in here. Ugh. The fuck? Interesting. Definitely has a smell to it. It smells good, but it almost smelled like permanent color. Like, you know, when you mix up permanent color and you kind of smell that ammonia and stuff? That's what I was getting. Definitely was getting a little bit of that with some type of fragrance in there. I really don't see much happening, but Yeah, I don't know about the smell. Definitely a unisex smell. I almost feel like it smells a little bit more masculine, like a cologne or something, but it's not a bad fragrance. There's just like an undertone of something that's throwing it off. It really doesn't look like it's doing much to my hair at all, right? Like, okay, maybe I'm starting to see something. Huh, I don't know. And it's like becoming white very, very easily. You know, like when you overwork product, it will become white in your hands. I'm barely working the product into my hair. It's turning white, which makes it not absorb into your hair as well, and it can definitely get patchy. So far, I'm not the most impressed. We'll see how the color turns out, but for now, I don't know. Not the most impressed. I was expecting it to be a little bit darker too. It said medium blonde. This doesn't really look like a medium blonde. And honestly, I am starting to get a little PTSD of the last color. I am starting to see like some serious goldy warmth in here. Okay, we'll see. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm like at a loss for words at this point. We just have to wait until the color's rinsed off. If it turns out shit this time, I probably will not film me removing the color. I will probably just remove it off camera. It's really easy to work into the hair. It really does feel like a conditioner. I do think the other one was a little bit more soft. I liked the glaze formulation, I think, a little bit better than this one. The glaze one was even a lighter shade than what this one says it is. The other one's like a light beach blonde. This one's medium blonde. And that one did not overwork as easily as this one is. And I also felt like it was just a little bit more soft. So we'll see how this one turns out. But so far, I do like the glaze one better. Not the pigment. Just the formula, just how soft the formula was. I did like the glaze one better. I don't know, I don't really see that much happening. It's definitely a little bit darker, but it doesn't seem that much darker to me. Not medium, definitely not a medium blonde. My hair does feel soft, I'll give it that. Definitely is feeling very soft and conditioning. It's just so interesting how something that's like this purpley and ashy can turn so gold. Like this is like purple. This is like golden. You guys see that? I'm guessing they just don't make any like cool toned blondes. Like I'm looking for more of like a neutral cool, not straight golden. I feel like everything is just so golden. Put some more over here because I feel like this side didn't take the color as well. It smells much better once it's worked into your hair for sure. It definitely smells better once it's worked in there. I have about half left, you guys see. They don't give you a lot of product for almost $40. Well, I paid over $40 with shipping and everything. So it is definitely an expensive product. I don't even want to say high-end product because I think all of that's bullshit. I don't really think that some things are better than others based on their price point. You can find really good stuff that's super cheap and affordable. So I don't believe in like high-end versus low-end, you know what I'm saying? Like product is product, whatever price you pay. You can have really good stuff that's low-end. You can have really trashy stuff that's more expensive. So, okay. Here's what we're looking like. It definitely looks better, I think, than the other one. Again, we'll have to wait. Maybe not. Oh God, that looks like piss. I'm scared. What is happening? Literally, what in the heck is happening? I have one other product that's on the way, and I think that one's gonna be the best. It is, I found one thing. It's more of like a dark blonde. It's cool toned, like straight ash. So we'll see if this doesn't work out. We'll see if that works out for me, because so far I'm like taking L's left and right over here trying to find like a cool medium toned blonde. You know what I'm saying? Like Taylor Swift. Let me put a picture on screen of her natural color. It is beautiful. It is like a neutral, cool toned blonde, and for some reason these brands are just not making that. I don't know if like they don't think people want a cool toned blonde, but this, I can already tell I'm not gonna like this. It ain't cute, and I don't think it's gonna go over well. What do you guys think? You think I'm gonna rinse this off and it's gonna be a magical, beautiful color? Because I'm not feeling the vibes. It looks pretty streaky to me. Looks pretty You're So Golden to me. Once again, like I'm having literal deja vu. So I'll spend the rest of the day trying to remove this, I'm sure. I'm gonna go ahead and let this process like 10 to 15 minutes. I will be right back to see what this looks like. Something tells me I already know what it's gonna look like. But we'll find out in just a second for sure. All right, you guys, we are back. Here is the finished result. It is way better than the glaze color was. However, I will say I do like the glaze formulation better. My hair does feel really soft. I'm not sure about glossy, but it is really, really soft. But I do think the glaze one made my hair even more shiny and soft than this one did. This one still did a good job, you know what I mean? But I think the glaze one just does a little bit better of a job, and it's also way more affordable. Let's talk about the color. So the color, still not a fan of the color, but this color is lighter than the other one was, and also not as golden. I mean, it's definitely still gold and warm, but it looks way more natural than the other one did, especially this side. This side just looks way more natural. This one is still warm, but it's more of like a natural warm color. I still don't like it more than the platinum blonde, and I still wish it was more of like an ashy neutral tone instead of them leaning so hard into the warm tones. It just doesn't make sense to me to have a blonde glossing treatment be this golden and yellow, because most of the time when blondes fade, they fade to a brassy yellow color, and most of the time you want to counteract some of that. Like, you can still be neutral and lean a little warm without jumping straight to like golden yellow. So I feel like the formulation definitely needs tweaked, because I mean, it's prettier than the other one, but again, still not my favorite. Still would not keep it. Not what I was expecting. I wouldn't say it's a medium toned blonde at all. Definitely is a lighter toned blonde. This one is somehow lighter than the other one, and the other one was supposed to be like beach blonde, like a really light, you know, warm blonde. So this one's definitely better color wise, but still not my favorite. I wish this one was just more of a neutrally ashy color. I just think that makes the most sense when glossing blonde hair that's already faded. You know, if you're re-dyeing or retoning your hair, most of the time you're toning it to cancel out a little bit of that brassy warmth that comes through. And like I said, you can do that without going straight purple, you know what I mean? You can have a nice neutral blonde without leaning this golden and without leaning too purple. There's like a fine line there that these companies seem to be missing. So hopefully my next one we do will be better than this. However, I could totally live with this. Like, I could go out in public with this. I'm not ashamed of this color. I will not be keeping it, but it's better than the other one for sure. I will leave a link to Glaze and the DP Hue gloss in the description down below for you guys in case you want to try it for yourself. Like I said, they do have a very wide range of natural colors. They also just have clear, so if you just want to do it for the glossing treatment, they definitely just have a clear option. Again, not my favorite. Y'all can see those real golden tones in there. Hopefully you guys can see how golden it still is, but it's more of a natural golden than what the other one was for sure. That is all for today's video. Thank you for coming along the journey of trying to dye my hair again. I think I might start dipping into darker tones because these lighter ones are claiming to be like medium. They're not. Like, this is just like the same level I was before, just a different tone of level. Like, this compared to this, not that much different, just the tone's a little different. So I think I'm gonna have to start grabbing like dark blonde, light brown colors and trying those. I think I won't be as disappointed if I do that. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.